Hi, Matt Byer of Matt Byer Organizing with organizing your kitchen cabinets in a small kitchen. In a small kitchen, it's easy to move from station to station, but hard to find storage space in your cabinets. I've got 3 organizing guidelines to open up more cabinet space in your small kitchen and your larger kitchens as well. They're all in my book, The Circulation Solution, available for a free download at mattbyer.com. Guideline number 1, showroom versus stockroom. Okay, this is the big one. It applies to the kitchen, but also to every room in the house in a big way. Always begin by clarifying whether your space is a showroom space or a stockroom space. Do you need it to be open, inviting, and well lit? Can things be displayed at eye level or lower? Do you require just a limited amount of inventory but a lot of activity? If yes, then you're looking at a showroom space, as with any kitchen. Now, if you care less about what the storage looks like, and you can take advantage of vertical space, and you are in a space with less activity and more inventory, this is a stockroom space. Here's the crucial thing about stockroom spaces like my basement. You must be able to trust that you can find what you want when you want it within seconds. That way it can support your showroom spaces like your kitchen. Because you can trust that if you store the excess there, then you can restore your showroom inventory instantly. You can store less in your showroom cabinet if you know that you can replace it reliably from your stockroom. And by the way, a stockroom can be as close as a pantry or a closet, or even just a top shelf. Number 2, frequency merits facility. In other words, the more often you use something, the easier it should be to access it. Example 1, I make coffee for one twice a day, so I gotta make it easy. Got my dripper here, got my cup here. Kettle here, coffee and filter here. Example 2, I need a late afternoon snack daily. So here they are at eye level in a clear labeled box. The space on top of the fridge is often wasted and snacks can take up a lot of space. So in a small kitchen, this makes sense. By contrast, I rarely steep a pot of tea, so I keep tea time on the tip-top shelf so I can free up space below. And number 3, find over fit. One of the hallmarks of good organizing is always finding what you want when you want it. To prioritize finding often requires that you don't just settle for fitting. For example, when I come home with groceries, I might see this open shelf. If I just settle for fitting, I might decide that I can fill it up. If it fits, I must be organized, right? Wrong. As you saw, this is my dedicated coffee shelf. Anytime I want coffee, I know that I can reliably find it here. I would never think to find a can of chicken noodle soup on my coffee shelf. The open space in my dedicated coffee zone tells a useful story. It tells me I need a backup tin of coffee and I need to buy some decaf for guests. On the other hand, with the full shelf, I'm getting the message that I am not in need. You can push the findability further by always positioning the labels forward and keeping just one of each item on the front row. Same goes for cups and glasses. I hope these guidelines have made it easier to organize your kitchen cabinet space. If you've got some space-saving tips on how to organize your kitchen cabinets, I'd love to hear them. For more easy organizing tips, please subscribe below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you around.